And a very pleasant, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on the RSL Network. I'm Joe Bowling, my wife Dahlia at the camera. We're at Hanna High School. Day 2 pool play continues as we have game number 5 of 6 on the day. And this one features Laredo LBJ, the Lady Wolves of Laredo Johnson, taking on Rio Hondo, the Lady Bobcats. Johnson 1-1 thus far on the day, and the Lady Bobcats 0-1. And these two teams set sail on this game before we wrap things up today with Los Fresnos taking on Rio Hondo. Thanks for tuning in wherever you may be. Those fans watching abroad in Laredo, make sure you pass the word to other fans that this game is on. You can watch the game. Limited fan attendance here from Laredo across the way to watch these girls play. And we provide the coverage that allows you to be home and watch the games. But it all starts with helping whatever platform you're on. Send a shout out on social media. Let the fans know where they can watch this game absolutely free. 3 minutes on the clock. The warm-ups are taking place. Rio Hondo on the court right now. Laredo Johnson already over on the sideline. Tell you what's happened thus far on the day's play and give you a preview for tomorrow. Our pregame show brought to you by Texas Southmost College and the city of South Padre Island. We'll be right back with more after this.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Southmost College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades, TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Back here once again on our pregame show. It is Laredo Johnson on the left side, Rio Hondo's Lady Bobcats on the right side. Hey, there's 5 gyms with action throughout day 1 and day 2. Here in Brownsville. Over at Lopez, it's Harlingen, Lopez, Porter, and the Pace JV. At Rivera High School, Skidmore, Rivera, San Benito, and Riverview. Over at Brownsville Veterans, it's Hidalgo, Veterans, Lyford, and Frontier. And in Pace, it's Jubilee, Pace, IDFR, and La Feria. Here today, it's Laredo Johnson, it's Rio Hondo. We've seen Los Fresnos, we've also seen Hanna. And Laredo Johnson on the court. I talked to you in the pregame of their first game today that realistically they would like to go minimum of 2-1 today. They went 2-1 yesterday, and I believe that 2-1 would get them to the gold bracket tomorrow, and that's what all these teams are playing for, is trying to get to the gold bracket. LBJ in position to get there if they win. That's all determined by what's happening in other gyms, but I believe 4-2 should get you in the gold bracket. Hopefully, by the end of this broadcast, I can start to establish what teams are going to be in that gold bracket if we can get some more information coming in from the other schools. Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats, well, Coach had talked about that she was up against a juggernaut of a pool here today. She wanted to make sure her team got experience and played well against these bigger and tougher schools, but she also wanted to make sure they improve with each and every game. Lady Bobcats battled hard earlier today when they took on Hannah, and now they'll take on this LBJ team. First serve coming up, pregame show, City of South Pottery Island, Texas Southmost College. First serve coming up right after this.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
Back here at Hannah High School in Brownsville, Texas, game 1 of a best of 3. Rio Hondo on the right side, Laredo LBJ, Laredo Johnson on the left side. Lady Wolves in the white uniforms and the Rio Hondo Bobcats in the darker uniforms as we start the ball game. First serve, a jump serve, left-handed serve across, and the Lady Wolves set it in play, hit off the net, played by Rio Hondo. We saw Rio Hondo play some good defense against Hannah to sustain some long rallies. Tip over this time by Castillo, that's in the net, Rio Hondo. And Laredo LBJ scores the first point of the game. These games to 25, best of 3. Laredo LBJ in their only loss yesterday, that was to Rivera. And that ended up being extended to 3 games. Ace served up there, they go up 2-0. Their loss earlier to Los Fresnos. So they've lost 2 over here. They came in with a record of 8-3 on the day's start. Rio Hondo with a spike attempt, played by Laredo Johnson. Spike off the blockers, played by Rio Hondo. From a middle hit, played on the back row. Set up off the net. Spike across that time by Kayla Sandoval on the near side, front row. Over to the outside, played by Rio Hondo. See if they can get a hit out of this. Nothing doing as Annette Sandoval puts it into play. Ball across the way. That's Castillo with a hit. Played by Rio Hondo. Long rally here. Early action, and Rio Hondo wins the day. That's what they did against Hannah. This Rio Hondo team just kept battling, knowing they had a height disadvantage. But they just kept playing defense, defense, defense. And oftentimes, if you can play enough defense, you can force an error on the other side. Laredo from a back row, eased across by Madison Martinez, the libero back there. Spike here by the Lady Bobcats and put that down. Zima Gonzalez on the kill, and watching the replay. Gonzalez seeing, hey, there's no blockers really in place for that angle shot. And scores the point, ties the game up at 2 apiece. Lady Bobcats to serve. Good arcing jump serve. Laredo LBJ will set it up on the near side, played by Rio Hondo. Free ball here for Laredo. Center set, spiked, and defenders in the net on the Rio Hondo side, and the Lady Wolves score the point. 3-2 Laredo Johnson. Substitutions into the game for Laredo Johnson. Sophia Gonzalez will check in. She'll serve. Checking in on the front row is Valeria Calvillo, listed at a 5'11", as a sophomore. Gonzalez serves it up. Free ball here for Laredo. Good set, across the way, spike across, score the point, Calvillo. 4-2 game. Johnson victorious over Hannah earlier today. That was way back to start it off. Spike in the net there. Rio Hondo with a miss hit. 5-2 lead for Johnson. Gonzalez, the server, is a freshman. Put it in play. Rio Hondo tries to get something out of it, nothing doing. Free ball again for Johnson to work with. Center hit tipped over. Lady Bobcats trying to get a hit. It's off the block, off a hit by Gonzalez. Spike there, off the block, and carries through for the point. Another kill for Calvillo. 6-2 the lead. Calvillo on the front line is a force to deal with. So is Caitlin Gonzalez on that front row. High back set for the Bobcats. In the net called on Johnson. Score that point to Rio Hondo. 6-3 game. On the front row now, Isabella Zuniga checks in for Rio Hondo. Good pass this time for Laredo Johnson. Smash down, count that easily, Calvillo. Alba Ayala checks in. She's on the front row now for Laredo Johnson. Rio Hondo will have to put this over. Options here, center set, punched over. Rio Hondo trying to set something up. To the back row. Here they go again over to Calvillo. This is off the blockers, score another point. 8-3, and Rio Hondo hasn't figured it yet. They're going to have to factor in. We have to do something defensively to offset Calvillo. Another serve. Rio Hondo set up Rodriguez, and she'll get the kill. Carly Rodriguez. Carly Rodriguez, a capable hitter. Starts with a pass, and then the setter can get her in position to make the hit. Back to live action. Serve goes out of bounds. Now a 9-4 game. Checking into serve for Laredo Johnson is Camila Sandoval. She's a senior. Cross, Rio Hondo will play it. Rodriguez, the setter now. Cross the court, it goes to Calvillo. Tips this one in position and scores another point. Calvillo producing as she rotates through that front line. Sandoval to serve again. In the net, service error. Point Rio Hondo. Lady Bobcats. Zamina Gonzalez back to serve. Off the jump serve. Set here and a tip over by Bolanos now on the front row for Laredo Johnson. Set up Bolanos. No, this time they'll set up Calvillo again, and she'll produce. (11-5) the score. Calvillo heads to the bench. Replacing her is Aylin Sepulveda. Sepulveda will now serve. Johnson, again, were tested by Rivera yesterday. Their only loss on the day, and that was in 3 games. Rio Hondo will never return that one. Point scored, Laredo Johnson. They're up 12-5. Timeout on the floor. Laredo Johnson up by 7. Our coverage continues from Hannah. This is On the Border by the Sea.
It seems like you'll do anything for your clients.
Anything.
Would you get a face tattoo?
What do you all think?
Looks good, boss.
Yeah, watch it.
At Brownsville ISD, every journey starts with a strong foundation.
Our academic programs inspire curiosity and critical thinking.
In athletics, students unleash their potential while diving into school spirit.
Creativity shines throughout our various fine arts programs.
Our career and technical education provides students with essential skills for the workforce.
With dual enrollment courses, students can earn college credits while still in high school.
Brownsville ISD.
One team.
One dream.
Back here and after the timeout, Laredo Johnson serving, Rio Hondo on the return of serve. Lady Bobcats on the right side, Lady Wolves on the left side, and Rio Hondo tallies a point. As a coach, you always want your players to respond if you call a timeout. That's the reaction you want is, in this case, let's earn the serve first and go from there. 12-6 score, Zuniga to serve. Isabella puts it in play. Good pass and a good set. Back set this time. Kill attempt by Alba Ayala. Ball out of bounds off of Rio Hondo. And Laredo Johnson will take the serve just like that. Talked about it earlier today in a broadcast. Laredo, you talk about a team playing on the road. They were at the Harlandale tournament to start the season. They made it to the Gold Consolation Championship, won that. They're 8-3 on the season. Tuesday, they're back on the road at San Antonio Roosevelt as they score another point here. And then next week, they're in another tournament, albeit it's in Laredo, but they're over at Laredo United for that tournament. (14-6) they lead. Big swing there, but that carries out of bounds. Rio Hondo, on the other hand, starts district play on Tuesday when they'll take on Robindale on the road. This is their first tournament of the season. They do play another tournament, and that's at Port Isabel later on. Miss hit there on the serve. Laredo Johnson up 15-7. Kayla Sandoval will check in on the front row for the Lady Wolves. Shanley Cuevas will check in to serve. Cuevas is ready and puts it in play. Deep serve. Lady Bobcats back there as Madison Lopez now on the back row. Ball up to the front. Big swing, put that away. Kill by Kaylee Torres. You talk about getting on top of the ball. Watch this on the replay as Torres gets well above this ball and angles it down. Spike again by the Lady Wolves. Rio Hondo able to play it. Rodriguez gets it over. Set it up again, far side, big swing. That is in. We'll check that out of bounds. Count it out. The initial indication was the official pointed down like it was in. Not the case. Rio Hondo to serve, trailing 8. Good jump serve there. Lady Wolves return it over. Lady Bobcats of Rio Hondo on the offense. Gonzalez now on the front row. That's Zimina Gonzalez. Laredo Johnson earns that point. 17-8. Sophia Gonzalez will check in. She'll go back to serve and back onto the front row as Valeria Calvillo. Gonzalez, a freshman. Calvillo, a sophomore. Both in the game right now for the Lady Wolves. Rio Hondo struggles returning the serve. Will get it over. See if they go right to Calvillo. They do, and she puts it down. (18-8) your score. Another serve by Gonzalez coming up. Well played on the return of serve. Set it up for Rodriguez. Spikes it. It's blocked back at you. Well played there by Kaylee Torres. Playing tall at the net. 19-8. Gonzalez serves again. Free ball to work with. Another big swing, and in the net, Rio Hondo. Kaylee Torres was going to put that one away anyway. But blockers trying to get up as close to the net as they could, carried in. Return of serve goes out of bounds. (21-8) the score. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
Back here after the timeout, 21-8 the score. Laredo LBJ on top and add another. They go up 22-8. And once Valeria Calvillo checked in on the front row, the tandem of her and Kaylee Torres has just no real answer for that. Add to that, you've got Kayla Sandoval up there. And you got three real hitters on the front row for LBJ. Far side, Calvillo tips it. Rio Hondo will play it. This rally continues. Set it up again. Calvillo off the blockers, and Rio Hondo magically keeps that in play. And then they're going to reset it. One official thought it was 4 hits. It wasn't. Watch and see on the replay. You'll see the tip, 2, 3. Well, it was going to be 4 hits. But they reset it nonetheless. Ball back in play on the Rio Hondo side. Laredo set up Calvillo off the net, score the point. 23-8. I'm going to go back to that replay once again. Here's a tip, 2, 3. That was 4 hits. Back to action. 23-8 the lead. Laredo LBJ serving as Sofia Gonzalez puts it in play again. She's been busy back there serving. Off the net. There's Sandoval. Rio Hondo gets it over once again. Set it in the middle. Big swing. Down again. Kaylee Torres on the kill. (24-8 the score. Gonzalez serves again. Short serve. Ace. Ball game over. Sofia Gonzalez, the freshman, just led her perfect serving, and Laredo LBJ took full advantage of that. They win it 25-8 in game 1. Game 2 coming up. Rio Hondo, Laredo LBJ. This is On the Border by the Sea.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almus College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades, TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
Back here, we'll change that. Back here on our action, it was 25-8 with LBJ winning the first game over Rio Hondo. My bad on that. Thanks for one of the fans coming up. And LBJ wins the first one. We'll be back with game 2 right after this.
By the Cardinals.
It means a lot to me. TSC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. I've come a long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
Back here, we start game 2 off. Laredo Johnson won the first game, 25-8. Rio Hondo scores the first point here. In game 2. Hit by Rodriguez, played by LBJ. And that's a cross, score a point. All tied at 1 apiece. Lady Wolves serve it up. All the way across, that's played. Set up Calvillo, puts it across. Ball back on the Rio Hondo side. From the center, that's too strong, and out of bounds it goes. Two-one your score. Ball on the Laredo side. Rio Hondo trying to set something up. That's too far across the net. Good defense played by the Lady Bobcats. And score that point off a kill by Isabella Guillen. That'll tie it at 2 apiece. Next serve, Laredo LBJ, a better pass this time. Big set, and putting that away is Kaylee Torres. Torres has been a factor in game 1 and now into game 2. Substitution checks in. Alba Ayala checks in for Laredo LBJ. That's an ace. 4-2 Laredo. Last game of the day will keep Rio Hondo on the floor. They'll have to take on Los Fresnos. That's an ace. 5-2 Laredo Johnson. Next serve across. Good dig back there by the libero. It's Madison Martinez. Martinez, another good dig. Perfect pass, and the set, and the kill. That all starts with the pass, my friends. When your libero's able to do this, and that is just softly pass the ball, and the setter has the vision, a lot of good things happen after that. Rio Hondo scores another. It's 6-3. Lady Bobcats bring in Annette Sandoval to serve. Sandoval gets it across. Angled shot there by Laredo, the Lady Wolves. Rio Hondo attacking with Rodriguez. Nothing there. And they'll score a point as they can't return it. And so a well-placed hit by Carly Rodriguez. Now a 6-4 game. Deeper serve. High set and a big swing and a kill there for Laredo Johnson. 7-4. Substitution for Laredo Johnson as Camila Sandoval checks in. She'll serve. William Castaneda to the front row. Ball over, that carries out of bounds. Laredo Johnson has now doubled up Rio Hondo. It's 8-4. They won the first game and are on top here. They went 2-1 yesterday in pool play, trying to do the same here today. That's out of bounds. Another point scored for Laredo LBJ. They're up 9-4. Yet another time a ball carries all the way across, down the hallway and behind the bleachers. It's happened more than once today. 9-4, we're ready to go. Next serve. Rio Hondo on the play. Good pass, good set. Calvillo off the blockers, score another point. 10-5, Laredo Johnson. Make it 10-4. Rio Hondo setting it up near the net. Good dig again by Martinez. That's off the net, and Rio Hondo will earn the serve. Well, I think I said it was 10-5. That got us to there. 10-5 as Carly Rodriguez rotates back to serve. All over on the Rio Hondo side yet again, and nothing doing. The Rio LBJ up 11-6, or check 11-5. LBJ to serve. Caitlin Gonzalez back in the serving area. Ace. 12-5. Gonzalez, one of the 5 seniors on this team for Laredo Johnson. High set, back set this time. And in the net, Laredo Johnson. Castaneda, but the other official says, well, Rio Hondo was in the net too. Let's just reset it. So we'll replay the serve. 12-5 the score. Rio Hondo, nothing doing. Ace. 13-5. Caitlin Gonzalez with a strong run serving. Ready with another here. Lady Wolves set it up. Big swing. Back row there to play it. Up into the rafters. Play on. And the rally moves on. Punched over again. Lady Bobcats there to play some defense. Hit over, and that's out of bounds. Gonzalez had the right idea of going towards the back, but just hit it out. Another good serve. Lady Bobcats get it over. Lady Wolves on the attack, and a good kill. (15-5). That's Jade. I checked that. That's William Castaneda, freshman, on that kill. Set it up across the net. Block, but it carries out of bounds. Castillo just too much power. 11-point lead. All this off the serves by Caitlin Gonzalez. Another free ball to work with. A lot of options. Back set off the angle, just missed the hit. Rio Hondo will score. Still a 10-point lead for Laredo Johnson. Front row for Rio Hondo. Isabella Guillen, a sophomore, checks in. Back to serve. This is Gonzalez. Zamina puts it in play. Front row far side, that's Alba Ayala for Johnson. Now they'll rotate over with another hitter. Rio Hondo able to cover that. Backhand there by Ayala. Now a set across the way. Double block, score the point, Rio Hondo. Two blockers in position. Isabella Zuniga was there. Watch on the replay. You talk about two well-placed defenders. They saw the hitter was coming this direction. Both got in position. Rio Hondo earns the point. High back set. Ball comes across. Back set again. Good defense back there by Zamina Gonzalez for Rio Hondo to keep the rally going. A third hit comes across. This one is out of bounds. Rio Hondo stepping up a little bit to here mid-stride, and this is what Coach was talking about. She wanted to see her players respond. Yeah, they're going to get some big hits thrown at them, but how do you respond? She's looking for preparation. How about that diving play, but nothing doing. Coach Vasquez looking for what her team can build on for the bigger picture, and that is what's down the road. She's eyeing playoff runs. 16-9 the score. At time, it's Castillo with a well-placed hit. Back in is Kaylee Torres for Johnson. Alba Ayala back to serve. That's an ace. 18-9 your score. Los Fresnos on the court next. They'll take on Rio Hondo. Next serve across. Better return this time on the pass for Rio Hondo. Ball tipped over. They'll have to dig that out of the net. They do. Ball stays alive. Rio Hondo attacks again. This is Guillen with a hit. That's out of bounds. 19-9. Ayala will serve again for Laredo Johnson. Back corner, ace. 20-9. Next one across. Ace again. 21-9. Timeout, Rio Hondo. Laredo Johnson feeling it now. They won the first one. Up big here in game 2. On the border by the sea continues.
I fell on a loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
Back here, 22-9 the score as Laredo Johnson just continues to roll here. Rio Hondo finally ends the little run there and with a point and will earn a serve. It's 22-10 though. They trail by a dozen points. Isabella Zuniga to serve. Big swing there, but Rio Hondo able to cover that. Off the left hand, that's off a blocker. Score a point, Rio Hondo. Still down 11 are the Lady Bobcats. That's out of bounds. 23-11. And for Rio Hondo, they'll bring in Madison Lopez to play defense. Laredo will counter. Shane Lee Cuevas back to serve. Rio Hondo able to control that. Free ball to work with for the Lady Wolves. Center set and put that away. Another kill by Kaylee Torres. I was looking at Caitlin Gonzalez as my player of the game, but Torres has been effective as well at the net. Laredo Johnson. 24-11. Back corner, that carries, that's in. Score a point there for Rio Hondo. Even Laredo Johnson coach helped that time. She became the back judge. And she reluctantly said, well, that's in. Got to give it to the hitter. Rio Hondo to serve. Off the jump serve in the net, ball game over. Laredo Johnson sweeps this in 2, 25-8, 25-12, and go 2-1 in pool play for a second consecutive day. Our postgame show brought to you by the City of South Padre Island and by by Texas Southmost College and City of South Padre Island. All right, Caitlin Gonzalez was terrific serving, and I mean she scored double digits points off the serve. Kaylee Torres was also effective hitting the ball for Laredo LBJ. I'll take a break and give you that player of the game right after this.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Back here in our post-game show, Laredo LBJ wins it. They defeat Rio Hondo in 2. And our player of the game, I'm going to give it to Kaylee Torres. I know Caitlin Gonzalez had a terrific run serving, but if it weren't for the play of Kaylee Torres, effective start to finish with her big hits and big play on the net, Laredo LBJ may have had more of a challenge than what they faced here in the victory. So it is Kaylee Torres with our player of the game. Our post-game show wraps up, brought to you by Texas Southmost College in the city of South Padre Island. From this time till next time, from Hannah High School on the border by the sea, I'm Joe Bowling. So long.